Hi everybody. Today in this video I'd like to share the softer side of Wing Chun using the first section of the wooden dummy form. The first time that I met Grandmaster Muk Yan is when he was giving a seminar in my Sifu school. And one of the things he said concerning the dummy is, I don't know why everybody wants to beat this guy up. A lot of people like to play the dummy hard, fast, strong. They practically want to break it. And these dummies are breakable. And if you're a guest in somebody's school and you break somebody's wooden dummy, very bad manners. Moreover, what Grandmaster Muk Yan was saying is that's not what the dummy's for. It's not meant to harden the body. Although, can it do that if you play it hard? Sure, you hit enough times, you can harden your limbs. But that's not necessary, because in Wing Chun, when you play Chi Sao, you're condensing your bones over time. What Grandmaster said is that the wooden dummy molds your hands in the proper position. So for example, if I do a Quan Sao on the dummy enough times, my hands get molded in the right position. When I do a Quan Sao, I do a Gong Sao, right? Enough times, same things. My hands get molded in the right position. He also said that the wooden dummy is like a typewriter. A typewriter doesn't make a writer a better writer, it makes a writer a more efficient writer. So the wooden dummy is a training tool to make you a more efficient Wing Chun practitioner. So one of the things the wooden dummy represents is the strongest guy in the world, right? And that's always our worst nightmare, fighting the strongest guy, faster, stronger. Now, if you're not bigger, faster, and stronger than him, then you're probably going to lose. So how do we beat this situation? So we learn in Wing Chun how to use a superior form of leverage, sensitivity, and that means elbow in. Elbow in technology is what Wing Chun uses. Now, elbow in is counterintuitive because I don't know anybody that feels safe going like this, except maybe a female who invented the system. Most males are going to want to be using shields, right? Hook punches, solid. All right, this is secure. I feel safe. I feel safe with this kind of guard. Wing Chun, we're standing with our elbows in, right? A female with breasts that are sensitive, if somebody comes in to grab them, what are they going to do? Elbow in the center, right? Elbow in the center. They occupy that center line, and that's what's going to stop them. Moreover, when your elbow's in the center and you step forward, right? You step forward, because it's inside my body structure, it gives me a better leverage inside the person. I can wedge my arm in inside, and I can come forward, and I can push their whole center of gravity back. So the first part of the dummy, I'm going to play it a little differently. What I do is I measure before I start, and the measurement I like is to put my wrists where the center rail goes through the dummy trunk. My wrists are here. Okay, I move in close. I step back just a little bit where my shoulders are in full extension as if I were doing a protraction, and then I retract them. I want to be able to, with every technique, go past the dummy. If you can't go past the opponent, right? If you're standing out here and you're playing the dummy out here, you don't have any stopping power for that person. You can't send that person across the room, which is what a good Wing Chun guy or gal can do. They can send somebody right through the damn wall, right? So you have to be able to get this close. And when I play my Kung Fu with my brothers, I like to come in and put my elbow on the chest, right? This symbolizes a strike. This symbolizes a strike because I know at this distance, I can get through. And Wing Chun is a close range art. So I'm going to talk you through the first section. I come forward. As I come forward, my hand meets compression. You have to know how to deal with compression, because when someone's coming at you with a lot of force, compression is the only way you can handle their momentum. So I come up, we're both occupying the center line, but he's stronger than me. My center line is now occupied. So what I do is I shift like this. I shift left and right. So I'm going to shift a little bit, a couple of inches. And now I'm in his center. Second hand comes up. I have to shift the other way. Now I'm in the center. Come up. And I step, leading with the toes. step, maintaining this compression, come in. Now, again, with a stronger person, I know you want to keep the fist and a half away, right? But we can't keep that fist and a half away. If there's a lot of momentum and force, we have to let our arm retract. Now notice I didn't say collapse, I said retract, right? So you can retract your arm and still maintain control, right? Look at that range I have. So here, and now the next movement is this, a quick turn of the waist. Now, a quick turn of the waist here is because I'm already in on the guy. Now let's say I've hit him in the side, but somehow, some way, he's able to take this arm and throw a strike up here, or take this arm and throw a strike down here. So with a quick turn of the waist, this is like an emergency technique that you might see in Bilji, is I do this block. Now, even though I'm hitting this top arm, I'm imagining blocking something here, and I'm imagining blocking something low. So I hit here, and he tries to hit me low, boom. And if he hits me low, this can also obviously be a strike at the same time. Now from here, I'm going to do the Kwan Sao, move to the other side of the dummy. Now, when I hit, I don't hit hard, I hit soft, relax, I feel a compression, let the compression dig in. And now, the way most people do this part of the section, they go like this, watch. Come up and come in. So it's like their tansao slams into the dummy like this. The way I learned it from here is maintain the compression on your tansao. As you come in, let that compression go into you. So it's like, wow, I can't control this. So I transfer the hand. As I transfer the hand, now I can manipulate this momentum and compression, and I do this next lower palm strike. Wrong side. And then I do the other side. And then we would start the next section. But right now it's not about section 2, it's about section 1. So some of the differences that you probably noticed is that the average Wing Chun guy might pivot like this, right? They do this twisting movement. But I do a subtle shift, and the reason I do a subtle shift is if you turn this way and your opponent faces you, which is what any good Wing Chun guy is supposed to do, they're going to come in on you and there's no third leg, you're going to go right back. But here you can easily face anything they do, so you really want to be square to the person. Okay, so this is a different kind of footwork. It's soft, it's subtle. And some of the qualities that I want to share when you play the dummy this way is you want to cultivate a softness and a sensitivity, right? So I do a Pak Sao, for example. Relax it, right? It goes on, it relaxes, and I stick with it. You have to be able to do a tan and stick. Stick with that, right? Stick with it. A fook and stick. You have to be able to lay your weight into this dummy, like the dummy is holding all of your weight, right? So when you come up in the beginning technique in the dummy, and why this is so important is because this is an entry, right? In Wing Chun, we need to learn entries. A lot of Wing Chun guys don't learn entries through Wing Chun Kung Fu or through free-form combat. Once we make that engagement, in Wing Chun, we don't want to disengage. So if that person throws a jab and I block it and he pulls a jab back, I want to go right to his body. I'm not going to give him workspace, right, to retract his arm. So these are basics that we're taught in Wing Chun. So now, this is an entry, right? If I hit his arm and I'm in the center, I'm just going to come through with a strike. So here, I hit his arm, I couldn't do it. So what am I doing? I'm now accepting his energy in. And now this one's going to come in. But what happens? I come in, can't get through, I shift. This comes in, I can't get through, I shift, I hit. Come around, slap the back of his neck. Now, if I have the structure, superior structure, and I want to just send him back, I can come in with this fist and a half tansao and let this thing blast the guy out across the floor. But if his force is so much, I'm gonna have to get in so tight where my elbow is up against my body, and I'm using, I'll show you from this side, right? It's coming off my body, this kind of torsion, and my rear foot is turning up. My rear knee is going to my front knee, and you're striking. Really devastating strike if you get hit with this. It feels absolutely terrible. So when you play form, slow down, soften up. Play it more quiet. Doesn't have to be so loud. You don't have to try to break your dummy. You don't have to try to harden your limbs. Right? Start slow, start sensitive. Feel all the contact. Try to play it as fluid as possible. All right, just like water. Okay, so try that at home. Modify your techniques a little bit. Soften your Wing Chun up and see how it works for you.